The vision that we have for Main Street and downtown Little Rock has always been one that is vibrant, that is more of a 24/7 type place. You know, every great city has as its heart a great downtown. And so as we've worked with the partnership and other organizations to try to realize some of the visions that have been put together by developers and public sector people, it's been important to understand that you have to have a mix. You have to have retail, you have to have residential, you have to have office and entertainment and even the arts. And when you can do all that, then bringing people is no problem at all. They'll come to take advantage of all the things that are part of a vibrant downtown. It's necessary because you want to be able to have people here all the time. If the only time you have people here, which Little Rock has gone through a period of time where, you know, we had all of the people who come in from everywhere to work in the offices downtown, and I think at one time that population has been estimated at anywhere from, you know, 30 to 40,000 people that might come in downtown to work, but they all went home. So when you're looking at business and business development, you have to have more day parts. We always talk about that when we talk about our retail. You have to have an opportunity for people to not only do business at lunchtime, but in the evening. So if you have people that live downtown, then those people who provide service businesses to support those that live downtown can survive. And if you have entertainment downtown, then those people who are coming downtown can also have access to the retail that they might find. And because we're a meeting and convention city, and because that's at the heart of our downtown, our meeting and convention facilities, you want places for those people to be. And most of the time they're in meetings during the day and they're out at night. So if you are going to have a 24/7 environment and you want to be able to bring people here all the time and have it be something that doesn't just shut down on the weekends and the evenings, then you've got to have all those different things. I got involved because we moved into this building in 1984. And this building and that building over there, which was Heritage Center West, were the first two warehouse buildings to be developed in downtown when it started going through this redevelopment phase. And Larry and I were looking for a place to put a small company, just a few offices, and we met Jimmy Moses and Bob East, and they brought us up to look at this space. And we actually were on the other end of the hall, but it was beautiful space. I loved the view. I loved being able to see the river and see the downtown, and it was someplace I wanted to be. Now at the time there was a bus station over here. The Peabody wasn't the Peabody, and the meeting and convention facilities weren't there at all. So there were and all the warehouses east of us were closed. So a lot of people said, oh, you shouldn't move in down there because it's, you know, it could be dangerous, but we loved it. So we took our space here, and in getting to know Jimmy and John Allison and Rick Redden and Bob East, who were all involved in the Downtown Partnership, they said, hey, you guys need to join, and maybe you can help us out with some things pro bono. And we said, yes, that would be a really good thing to do, because we wanted more of what we were already seeing happen in these two buildings to happen all over the downtown. I think the challenge in the beginning was just getting people to believe that you could really redevelop downtown and that it would work. Getting developers to take risk on buildings down here in this part of the city and later on Main Street, getting people to want to come back downtown for entertainment purposes. There were a lot of misconceptions about how safe it might be downtown or not be, and or how there was nothing here downtown to do. I mean, all of those things, to get rid of some of those perceptions have been a real challenge. And then to get the mix right. You know, anytime you're starting to redevelop, you're going to have some stops and starts, and you're going to have some things that work well and some things that don't work very well. And I think the challenge has been to continue to move forward, even sometimes when there's failure, and then take the successes and really capitalize on those. The legislation has been a challenge because there are a lot of cities who have legislation in place that does a better job of favoring downtown development. But there's been a lot done here with the historical tax credits and some of the things that do exist for downtown development that people have taken advantage of and overcome some of those funding challenges. The first thing that I'm really proud of is the Downtown Partnership's involvement in the resurgence of the River Market District. The Downtown Partnership took on as a project to have the River Market Hall be built and raise the money for that, put together the public-private partnerships for that, and make it happen down there on the river. Bobby Roberts had agreed to do the big library, and it was under construction, and we knew that an important anchor of downtown was going to be that space, and that hall and what it would come to represent would be a really important part of this redevelopment plan. So that was a very important project that the partnership was involved in. The partnership was involved in passing the tax that helped build the arena across the river and the State House convention facilities. It was called the River Project at the time. And that was an important thing for the project to be part of, to continue that vision. Right now, the partnership is working with the MacArthur Park Group. And the MacArthur Park Group is accomplishing some amazing things to kind of create another anchor over on 9th Street behind the Arts Center for what would really become Little Rock's most premier urban park. That's their vision. And they are accomplishing piece by piece as a neighborhood, raising money and doing that step by step. They got a master plan funded through a grant, and they are busily accomplishing that master plan with support and help from the Downtown Partnership. I think another thing that I'm really proud of personally about the Downtown Partnership is that I was one of the people involved in bringing Sharon Priest on as our executive director. Sharon has been great. She was perfectly suited for the job with her political history, her knowledge of state government and how municipalities and states work. She's a former mayor of our city. So she was perfect to take on the challenge, and she has been a great leader for the partnership. And I think that that's been a real key to keeping us vital. And I guess the other thing that I'm really proud of that the partnership's been involved in for many years are a lot of the promotion efforts and the events that happen down here. Stone Ward has donated our services over and over again to support campaigns that we put out to educate people about downtown and what's here. And so we're really proud of that too. I think that the responsibility for a Downtown Partnership member is to, number one, be an ambassador for downtown with your workforce, the people who work in your business, and your neighbors and friends who may not live downtown, may not work downtown, but who could really enjoy some of the amenities that have become part of our downtown. I think the other responsibility is to be part of one of our committees. The Downtown Partnership has over 90 volunteers right now working on like 5 or 6 different committees that we have to help move downtown forward. That's everything from the Main Street Revitalization Committee to a Cultural and Entertainment Events Committee to a Safety Committee. And all of these are Downtown Partnership members who are volunteering their time to actually be active and do some things in all of those areas that will make downtown a better place to be. And you know, that involvement and that ambassadorship are really the things that we need from those members.